What up, guys? I'm back with another video, and this video I will be returning to one of my series I started on the channel way back in the day. The band versus band videos. The first of which is the two top black metal bands that came out of Norway, Mayhem versus Immortal. I remember I had 11 categories on this ranking band versus band type videos. I realized some of those were overlapping, that quality and quantity and consistency was, or no, they don't go together at all. I'm saying that there was some ones I put on the videos before that were overlapping, like the solos and the complexity. That overlaps. Of course, the one with the better solos will have the best complexity. But we will be looking at 8 categories now. There's room for ties. I have each category: 1 being consistency, 2 being complexity, 3 being lyricism, 4 being vocals, 5 being the better name, 6 being status or popularity, 7 being quantity, and 8 being live shows. As you would know, Immortal's vocalist has left that band, so that might change how the live shows come out, because I do look at 2019 live shows for this. Number 1, consistency. The consistent good albums that come out of the band. Mayhem has only had 2 good releases, in my opinion. The new 2019 one and the first album. The first one with Varg, Euronymous, and Hellhammer on it. The Mysterious Satamus, I think it is called. I'm not too sure. I probably butchered it. Hard to say. But I do have an original copy of this and do love this album very dearly. But, well, it has to go to Immortal because they've done, I think, 9 studio albums, and all of them are good. At least good. I have a couple of them, but I have here the first 2 on CD. I have the Diabolical Full Moon Mysticism and Pure Holocaust. Their first 2 albums came out back to back, right, years after years. Complexity, I have to go to this. Oh no, consistency, I would put Immortal there. Complexity, number 2. Immortal, definitely, because if you ever try to play Mayhem stuff, it's mostly just blast beats, but Immortal's all over the place. Like, it's more riff based, it's more fast, it's more complex. They have some solos that are quite intricate and weird. So, complexity's Immortal. Lyricism. Here's a hard one. I don't really look at the lyrics for black metal, but for what I've heard from both the bands, I would have to go with Immortal again, because of songs that I've listened to over and over and read the lyrics to over and over. Let's just say the lyrics on here are good, but the lyrics on the Immortal albums are a little bit better. Vocals, or the vocalists. I'm not putting Dead on this ranking. I'm not considering Dead I'm considering him a Mayhem vocalist. I'm not discrediting that, but he was not on any studio album, so we're looking at studio albums here. So I gotta go with Immortal again. If Dead was on here, If he was on the first album of Immortal or Mayhem, it could have been different. But I gotta go with the Bath from Immortal. This that weird style vocal that he does. It's like weird and it fits the music, fits down in the like overall dread type feeling and coldness of Immortal. It fits. Same with Mayhem. The vocalist fits that cold aspect they're going for with that album, but still, Immortals has a better delivery of that. And I also look at the other albums after that too, but not as much because those aren't that good. 5. Name. First one names. Immortal. Definitely Immortal. Better name. I know a lot of people are going to get mad at me for saying Immortal has a better name than Mayhem, but it's just that in my opinion. Number 6, status or popularity. This one I had a hard time with. I went through the internet, and more people would put Mayhem above Immortal for popularity. So Mayhem wins its first one. Yeah, more people know of Mayhem than know of Immortal because of all the shit that went on with Varg and Euronymous that you probably already know if you're a fan of black metal. Number 7, quantity or number of studio albums. Immortal. If you look it up, Immortal has more studio albums. Number 8, live shows. 2019 live shows I go off of on YouTube. I check it out before I do the videos. Definitely Mayhem. Mayhem has a lot better live shows right now. Probably because, well, Abath left Immortal. So Mayhem would definitely have better live shows with vocalists that would be very experienced with hearing that just did the newest album. You would think it would be Mayhem because Immortal had an album in 2018 that was with Demons. I think it was on vocal. Great vocalist, but Mayhem definitely better. That brings a total to 6-2. Immortal is in my opinion way better than Mayhem with all those categories. Some of the categories you can't argue, like the quantity, and then consistency you can argue if you think because of the album gap between Immortal's releases sometimes with the 2009 to 2018 gap. You could also argue with complexity if you know some of the other albums that I really don't know and I don't listen to because I listened to them once and just didn't like them. And you could also argue with the lyricism, what you think the lyrics are better, and the vocals. It's your own opinionated thing. Names, opinionated. Status, popularity, you can't argue with how people know the band more. So that's mostly it. Hope you liked the video. Give me feedback on if I should do another one of these and what bands I should or should not consider doing upon the I was thinking the next one would be Behemoth versus Belfrager, the black and death metal bands, the two more popular ones. Or I could do something else if you guys want, maybe Delane versus Nightwish or something like that. So leave a comment, tell me which ones you want to see. I could do a popular one like Anthrax or Slayer or something like that. So that's it. Next video after this will be Municipal Waste ranking, hopefully. Sorry for the inactivity. I've not been busy. I've just been, well, trying to entertain myself, and making a video would be one thing I try to entertain myself. What better thing to do, but yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. It's getting too long.